How you guys doing today?
Good.
Y'all sound nervous. You know, it's an honor for me to be able to stand up in front of you today, considering that I spent the majority of the last 3 years in a wheelchair following my accident that almost killed me and left me semi-paralyzed on half my body. I have no memory of the night at all, but what I've been able to piece together is that I had been DJing a show in Lancaster, and then I decided to drive home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I got about as far as Sylmar before I fell asleep at the wheel, and I flipped the car, which caused the roof of the car to come in on my head. So I fractured my neck in a few places, and I had a stroke. I'm really lucky to be alive right now, considering that when the ambulance showed up, they had to resuscitate me and rush me to the hospital, where I underwent a series of extensive surgeries. They fused my neck together in a few places, and I had brain surgery. And you know, I wish they could have fixed my face. Unfortunately, this is what I'm left with. But it took me a while for the room to stop spinning and for my family to convince me that I had not indeed fought Floyd Mayweather like I thought I had. But once reality did kind of settle in, I realized I had one of two options. I could either A, just accept my disabilities and accept my condition for what it was, or B, I could work my butt off in physical therapy and get back to my 100% self. So I decided to go into physical therapy right away. And in a course of 3 years, I spent time in 7 different physical therapy rehabs, everywhere from Goleta down to Irvine. Now I saw a lot of progression, considering that I was completely bedridden, to then being in a wheelchair, to then walking with a cane, and now learning to walk without a cane. And on top of all that, as if it wasn't hard enough, I decided to go back to school, which would have been hard enough without a brain injury, considering that when I came back to school, I had a 0.4 GPA. That's not a 4.0. 0.4. Now I'm happy to stand up in front of you today with 3.2. So, you know, I'm not up here trying to brag or show my own confidence in any way, but I'm hoping that by sharing my story and my successes with you guys, that you guys can see, you know, if he can do it, I can do it too. And you know, I know we all have our own struggles and we all have our own problems in life. That's just inevitable. But you know, somebody once told me, if you take those challenges on as if you're climbing a mountain, pretty soon you'll be on top of Mount Everest with the world at your feet.
Thank you.